took my best friends from their parents. I took them from having kids, getting married, a future. I took them from everything.
In my twisted, warped mind at that time, it was, I'm just sniffing heroin, so that's okay, but I'll never shoot it. And then something clicked in my head, and I forget, I think one of my friends was telling me, if you just get it right into your blood system, you don't waste as much and it hits you faster. So I just decided I would try it.
And I saw a needle on the floor. He was blue and unresponsive and had stopped breathing.
It all started when I was in middle school, and I began drinking with my friends.
You know, in 7th grade, I started to drink and I started to smoke marijuana in 7th grade. You know, I was 12 years old, 13 years old when I started making poor choices like that.
Probably sophomore year, he was taking pills and we didn't know it.
And prescription pills were pretty big at that point. I was about 14, 15 years old.
It pretty much just took a hold of my life. You know, alcohol and partying, I thought that's what mattered in my life at that point.
And he admitted to me that night that he had been using OxyContin.
We decided to go to a bar. We were all underage. I just turned 19.
And at that point, my life was spinning out of control so fast that all of my dreams of ever going to college were flushed down the drain.
We were in a car crash, and that we were driving home through Foxborough. I was speeding, and I was driving recklessly, and I lost control of my car. I killed my best friends. And if I just took 1 second that night to think of the consequences.
I had no idea the consequences that were going to follow.
I knew the consequences, we all did, but we didn't think anything was going to happen to us.
I ended up overdosing in the back seat, my first time shooting heroin, and I turned purple. I stopped breathing, and they took me out of the back seat and brought me into the woods, and were essentially leaving me there to die.
He's tried and tried and tried, and I pray every day that he'll make it. I really do, but it's a very harsh reality that he could die. The drug is winning, and it's frightening.
I probably used with about 10, 15 people. 5 of us are sober. About 6, well, probably about 5 of them are dead. The rest, the handful of them, I mean, they're either still off and running or they're in treatment programs in Florida, like they're all over the place. But 5 of us are lucky. You know, there's no other way to describe it. I mean, not everyone makes it to the point where they're going to be okay when they come out on the other end.